Welcome to the Makeup Table. I'm Cherry Bomb Pop. Vixen Little Paw is not feeling well at all today, so there has been a little bit of a change to the shows. As far as today, it's going to be just me. And then for Homespun Magic, we're putting a pause on the crochet along as Vixie won't be with us because she is feeling like she's not feeling good at all. So we're going to go ahead and put a pause on the crochet along where I actually will be working on a project that I am working on for a family member, for a new baby in the family that will make their appearance sometime between March and April. And then Don't Starve Together is put on hold for tonight, like I said, because Vixie is not feeling well. We do apologize for any inconvenience. And we are hoping that Vixie does get better. She is not feeling good at all, y'all. So as far as today, hi, Jellybean. I'm not going to do the full-fledged makeup. I'm not going to go into all of it. I'm basically just going to really be focusing on my eyes today. I found somebody had sent me a picture and said, here's a challenge for you. And give me just a second and I will show you what that challenge is. It's actually pretty easy. And I actually had to wait to do this because I had to order a white eyeliner to do this, liquid eyeliner. So this is going to be similar to what I'm doing today. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to hang out today, guys. Like, it's just one of those days where we're just going to hang out and whatnot. So let's get some fucking eyebrows on, yeah? Matter of fact, my dummy butt did not realize that I was supposed to be on already because I did not feel like getting out of bed today. Myrtle, we are all sending all the good juju to Vixie. Hers does not feel good. Hers does not sound good. Hers is wiped out. Like she sounds very similar to what I did a few weeks ago. Hi, Chrissy. So we're all going to send our love and our good juju and our well wishes and all of that to Vixie. And apparently I can't even fucking put eyebrows on today, y'all. Like, what? My eyebrows are like, nope, not today, bitch. Not today. Also, if I actually take the time tonight, I might actually put up that second background sheet so I can stop positioning my camera so you guys can stop seeing the makeup mess over here. We'll see how far that gets, though. I might have to wait until the trucker's home, which should be tomorrow. I was on the phone with him, and I was like, oh, shit, I gotta go. There's a show I gotta do. And he was like, oh. So And you guys, I'm telling you right now, if you're like me and you have to put your eyebrows on or you fill your eyebrows in, get the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. I don't care how much it costs. I don't care if it's $40 fucking dollars. It's totally worth it. I know it sounds like a lot of money, and it really is a lot of money. Hey, dummy, don't lift your eyebrow while you're trying to put one on. But I have yet to find a pomade or a gel or anything like that that works as well as this. I need to reorder it in a different color, though, because I don't necessarily like the brown. Because I don't want you guys to see my chaos. That's not even part of my chaos. Like, dude, there's so much that goes on. Yesterday, I was ready to just burn the world down and start all over again. You're mailing out a package for me in the morning? What? What package? Why am I getting it? Well, thank you, but why am I getting a package? I just got some from Amazon today. I should be getting some from Etsy soon enough. And those I can talk about on Homespun Magic. And of course, because I'm filming, my cats are deciding to be utter buttholes. Because the baby is over there. Trying to get on a table he doesn't belong. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, well, thank you, Jelly Bean. You didn't have to do that. Hey guys, this is how bad at Christmas I am. I'm still working on Vixie and hubby's present for Christmas. I have dolls, and Mel's already gotten hers. Mel's the only one out of the whole team that's gotten hers already. Doll's box is over there. Madness is I have to take the hat off and re-glue it on because it didn't come out right, so I'm going to redo that. So that's in the living room. The bees for Vixie are over there. I need to finish the blanket I'm working on so I can start hubby's project, and then I'm going to do Vixie's project. I pulled out some chicken, unless if that doesn't defrost. I made a 2-pound meatloaf last night. Hi, Dane. That I'm probably going to reheat unless the teenager gets a hold of it. Other than that, it's probably going to be chicken of some sort. So who knows? Who fucking knows with me? I don't have any jalapenos in the house, so I'm kind of cranky about that. I need to pick some up. But while the trucker was home, he bought like 15 million jalapenos. And I got baconed out while he was home over Christmas, so I haven't really tried to touch bacon since. Like, I don't even have any defrosted in the fridge right now. I need to pull some down, though. Bloop. No, that's not far enough, dummy. Okay. That's about right. No, right there. Right there. Okay. I don't know if y'all can hear my phone, but like it's literally going to do that the whole time. I'm going to put it on vibrate real quick. You made chicken enchiladas. I can't make chicken enchiladas! I could, but then it would be a not keto day, and I have been a really bad kid this week. Saturday, we went to Texas Roadhouse. Sunday, the trucker decided he wanted to cook. So he made this, he takes croissant rolls and then bakes the bottom and puts ham chunks, like diced ham and cheese in them, and then puts another croissant roll on top of that and bakes it and smothers it. And when I say smothers, I mean absolutely smothered it in garlic butter, which makes me happy. Monday, I was a good keto kid. I made a chicken salad Not so much a good keto kid though, because the chicken was baked in Italian dressing, but that was the worst of the carbs, honestly. Um, was the Italian dressing that was on the chicken that was actually pretty much burnt off anyway. You had Chinese today, but the kids had pizza. Um, and then Tuesday, when Cupcake came over for our play date, because that's what we call it, we just hang out for however long she's here. We did chicken nuggies from McDonald's, and my stomach felt like shit Tuesday night. Yesterday, I made the meatloaf, and it was actually keto meatloaf, so there was no carbs in it whatsoever. But what I did was I figured this out, okay? So you're supposed to put an egg in per pound, right? Well, when you put 2 pounds of ground beef and 2 eggs in there, the egg, if you don't mix it up enough, kind of makes this coating on the meat. So what I did was I put all my spices in, I mixed the meat in, and you can put almond flour or whatever kind of binder you want in there, but I never do. But what I did was I laid out the bottom of the meatloaf in a pan, and then I put mozzarella in the middle. And I'm not talking like some little half-ass little bit of mozzarella. I put a shitload of mozzarella in there. And then I packed the top over that. Well, that egg wash, I flipped it over after I packed it down, flipped it over, put it in the air fryer so it would make an actual loaf. Yeah, I understand it's extra work. However, I don't care. So I did that. And because of the eggs, it gives it like a crispy coating when you air fry it. And it was really fucking good. Let's just put it that way. I was not mad at it. Dude, when I make enchiladas, it's literally chicken, green chili, and enchilada sauce, cheese, and corn tortillas. And I do a layer of corn tortillas on the bottom. And then I take the chicken, green chili, and enchilada sauce and mix them all together and do a layer of that, and then cheese, and then do the same thing over. Like, it's 2 layers, so it's basically like what the fuck do white people call that? A casserole? Because I don't have time to roll those motherfuckers. So I do that, and all you can see on the top of mine is cheese anyway. So, like, I got you. Now, if you really want to step that up just a little bit, I'm telling you, go fry some eggs to like medium, like over medium, and then put it on top of it, unless you can't stand runny eggs like me. That's the only way that I can eat over medium eggs, is I put it on top of enchiladas. And I'm telling you, dude, it's the fucking bomb. It's something that we do back home. She doesn't even go here, right? Hold on, guys. I don't know who this is. We're going to put that user in a timeout. See if they come back. You have a hard time with the spices and the sauce, so you're going to regret it later. Hey, as long as you enjoy it now, the regret later will be worth it. That's all I'm going to say. Sorry, I'm just going to fade these in just a little bit. The cheese is under the sauce. No, it's on top of the sauce! With enchiladas, it's on top of the sauce. It's not under the sauce. If you put it underneath the sauce, it would be horrible. It would be weird. You're supposed to put it on top. It's under the sauce. It's not under the sauce on enchiladas, motherfucker! There's this one. Why? Is it snowing at your house? Please tell me no. I don't want that shit. I got you, Jelly Bean. Like, I get it. It's under the sauce. But it's not! The one thing I will tell you guys about the Anastasia, the dip brow, is it does have to dry down so you do get a streak effect. I just kind of go back over it and make sure that there's as minimal streaking as possible, if at all. Streaks happen, people. Streaks happen. Oh, Jehovah's just showed up. Oh, dude, I can sit down and have some conversation with Jehovah Witnesses. My mom's husband is a Jehovah Witness. And when I did hair, everybody that went to whatever you want to call their church, I can't remember, their Kingdom Hall, used to come to me to get their haircut. And the funny thing is like they all knew that I'm not necessarily 100% Christian. They all know I'm a heathen, and they never held that against me because they knew that I wasn't going to sit there and preach to them if they didn't preach to me. Now, when they're doing their missions and they're coming to your door, of course they're going to try to get their word across. But like, I'd had multiple conversations with so many witnesses, and I'm like, look, dude, here's the deal in the beginning, like from the very beginning. Like, here's the deal. I'll give you the respect that you deserve as long as you give me the respect I deserve. Don't preach to me. I won't preach to you. We can have a relationship outside of that. And they would invite me to their conventions. They would invite me to family ordeals. And it was cool. Like they knew that I wasn't going to change my mind, but I was going to give them the respect that they deserve. Now, when they showed up to my door, they knew it was game to fuck on because they were interrupting my time. And I wasn't having it. I wasn't going to go to their house and knock on their door and be like, look, here, let me spread the word of Odin to you because you need Odin in your life, or you need Ra in your life, or you need Zeus in your life. No, I never gave them that kind of disrespect. Like they knew. They came to see Michael. He's friends with him. And that's cool. That's cool. If they're friends and they're not home and they didn't come over to preach, by all means, have a relationship with them. They are human beings as well. But don't come to my house and preach to me. Like, I will sit down and I will pray with you over a meal. No problem. But don't come to my house and think you're going to convert me. That's the simple basis. I ain't about that life. And they know it. And let me tell you, in hairdressing, they ain't bad tippers neither. But you got to know them. That's the thing. Like, you got to, if you're going to have a conversation, put your limitations out there. And if they can't respect that, that's cool. Move on with your motherfucking life. Y'all, today's a motherfucker. They can leave their pamphlets. They can do whatever they need to do because they, whatever. But don't come to my house and act a fool, because I will come to your house and act a fool. You want to cold call me? I'm going to cold call you. Y'all, these colors on this picture are pink and purple and blue-ish. Oh, they're purple and blue. Okay. We can do that today, y'all. And of course, it's going to be a little bit higher than the actual picture itself, just because. And I was also told to put my spin on it, but I'm not trying to bust out with the black eyeshadow today. And who's putting food porn in the Discord? Y'all, if you didn't look below, we got tons of links, by the way. Also, I forgot to run the banner. I'm a bad kid, y'all. I'm going to bust out my Beauty Glaze Color Fusion palette because those colors are not... I hate fucking blue, y'all. I fucking hate blue, but we're going to fade this shit out so it doesn't look as blue. Well, that's cool that they respect that you're not interested in there, just truly trying to have a human-to-human relationship with you and your family and your son. I can respect that. I can get behind that. I just can't get behind the motherfuckers who want to come knocking on my door. Fucking hate blue, y'all. Why somebody got to do me dirty with the blue? And of course, because, I have the eyelash, or the eyelids I do, it's going to come up a little bit higher. Hi, Eliza. Eliza, you want to come do makeup with me? I forgot to put the link in Discord and, in WhatsApp. Because my dumbass didn't check till last minute. Because I'm a motherfucker like that sometimes. Do you have any blue? Okay, give me just a second. I gotta type it out in WhatsApp. Here's my glasses. Y'all, I can't see for shit. There, Liza, it's in WhatsApp. Ugh, sorry. That's okay. You don't have to. Excuse my sniffles, y'all. I still have a bunch of congestion and shit going on from when I was sick. Yesterday, I went to blow my nose and just like my left nostril blew out brain matter, I swear. Oh, you got some decent blues in here, okay. Y'all, I got more compliments on the blue eyeshadow I wore a couple weeks ago than any other time I've ever worn blue. And I fucking hate blue. Fucking hate it. There's very few things in life that I hate, but that would be one of them. Y'all, even LC wasn't feeling good yesterday. Like, it's just going around. You don't have to do makeup to do videos, but I get what you're saying. I have determined that Tuesday is No Brow Tuesday, which means I don't put shit on for brows on Tuesday. Liza!
Hello.
How are you?
Good. I'm eating broccoli.
Oh, broccoli! I love broccoli. I have an obsession with it for some reason. I can eat it raw. I can eat it steamed. I put it in the air fryer just to crisp it, like make it burnt on the ends just a little bit. Oh, it's so good.
Air fryer? Air fried broccoli? What?
Air fried broccoli. It will change your motherfucking life. I promise you.
Wait,
Put it in there for 5 minutes.
Like, I was about to say dry broccoli. Uncooked broccoli?
Yeah. What I do is now, granted, the last time I did it, I completely burnt all my veggies out, so I've got to readjust my recipe for it. But what I do is I take it and I chop it up and I either put it in olive oil and different seasonings like garlic, onion powder,
Oh.
things like that. And then I'll put it in with chicken and I put it all in the air fryer. Well, this new air fryer is a little bit more temperamental. So what I'm going to have to do is do it all, but do it in separate batches and do the chicken for so long and then put the veggies in there. Because my dude, like, you know how most people, like, they don't like the ends of asparagus? I love that part. And the more, like, burnt and crispy the ends of the asparagus are, I just fucking nom on that shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, air fryer broccoli is the fucking shit for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know how it works, but it's fucking amazing.
Awesome. I'm gonna have to try it.
If you're going to do just broccoli, like toss it with either like Italian dressing or like Evo with whatever spices you want on it and throw it in there like, I don't
Okay.
know, 350 for like maybe 5, maybe 10 minutes, depending on your air fryer.
Okay.
Life changer. And if the ends get a little burnt, don't worry about it. It's okay.
I bet it would be delicious.
Oh,
I'm one of
dude, I'm
those
telling you.
people that likes burnt popcorn.
I found a popcorn maker I want to get for the trucker for the truck.
Is it a glass?
And it's it's like a silicone pop-up. It's kind of like the glass one where you put the seeds in and the butter on top after you put the lid on.
Yeah.
But it's a silicone one, and I want to get one for the house and for the trucker because it's perfect size for each of us instead of having to make like a whole bag for one of us. Because we're popcorn nuts. Like, I'll eat a whole bag to myself and not even flinch. But I want to get them, and I have them in my Amazon cart right now. So I might just do that.
And they pop up like.
Yeah. You put your popcorn in the bottom of the cone basically, and then you put your butter or whatever in, and then you put it in the microwave, and it's like popping popcorn like how we used to on a stove with a pan.
Oh.
But you do it in a microwave. Yeah. It's really fucking neat.
That's cool. Is it expensive?
Nah, dude, these things are like literally the most expensive one I found was like $20, but the one that I'm getting for myself, which is pink, is like $10. And the one that I'm getting for the trucker, which is either black or blue, is only like $12.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like they're not expensive at all.
Mm-mm.
And for me, I have, in all honesty, I have portion control issues.
So do I.
Legit.
That's why I have a triple chin here.
Baby, we all working on it. It's okay. We survived the winter though, right?
Yeah. Hey, I'm not. Well, I was gonna say how much I weigh on on YouTube, but I'm not. I lost 3 pounds.
That's a big deal. Have you ever seen what 3 pounds of fat actually is?
No,
it's a lot. Like,
yeah,
it's even 5 pounds is like, it looks like a lot.
And that's me really trying, because I unfortunately have horrible addiction problems with food. My relationship with food is not good. So I really carbs and I we have a love-hate relationship. So
yeah. I'm right there with you, baby. Everybody's like, oh, it's because of your childhood. I'm like, no, it's because of societal standards. Like, you expect me to be skinny, but all the good shit has a shitload of carbs in it, and it tastes really good. So I'm going to eat that versus trying to eat healthy. And even on keto, I found like
peanut butter cups.
Go ahead.
And the Reese's peanut butter cups. I mean, you just pop one of those babies in your mouth, and it's like
one? No.
Well, at a time. No. I can only put one in my mouth at a time.
Oh no, not this kid. This fat kid right here. She's like, we're putting them all in. All right, Jelly Bean. Yeah, no. This fat kid will pop as many in her face as she possibly can at one time. And we all know I've been doing keto for over a year, but the way that I'm doing it is really basically it's half-ass keto. Like, because when the trucker comes home, I'm not going to tell him that he needs to do keto because he's home. He's already expressed that he doesn't want to do it. So we have a deal, and what it is he's home for 2 dinners basically. So we'll do whatever he wants for one dinner, and then the other dinner is on me. So he only has to suffer through one keto meal a day or a weekend. And usually I'll make something that's along the lines of like comfort food on keto. So he isn't suffering too hard, because he says everything that I make with keto is either too thick or too heavy.
I used to do keto. Yeah.
Well, for me, it's the reason why I'm doing it is because it's helping me find a way to have a healthy relationship with food. And I don't sit there and say that everybody needs to do it, because yet again, I'm not going to preach to people because it's not my fucking place to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, by all means, there are people out there that they're like, oh no, keto is the way. And I'm like, it doesn't work for everybody, y'all. You realize that, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I did like a whole bunch of different kinds of diets. So many. The one that worked best for me was paleo. That worked best for me. And gluten-free, dairy-free. I think that's basically what paleo is. I can't remember. It's been so long, but I was thin and I was in shape. But it's like it got expensive. Boy.
Yes.
And
dude,
I
my
lost
first time
my
going to
job.
the store. The first time I went to the store and made a list of stuff that I wanted to buy for keto, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You want me to spend $10 for a fucking pound of almond flour? Suck my dick. I'm not doing this. I did it. Yeah. And yeah, keto can get fucking expensive, but I've busted it down to where basically keto is like Atkins.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't do a whole lot. Like, I do the cheese, I do the veggies, and I do the protein. That's basically what I do. Like, I cut out beans, bananas, potatoes. Basically what I'm doing is lazy keto.
Yeah.
So I don't drop the weight too fast, because I did a lot of research before I started it, because when you go on keto, yeah, you drop a shitload of weight really quick. Yeah. But that's not necessarily healthy for your body. So I'm trying to do it in a healthy manner where it's a progression, not just an instantaneous thing. Mm-hmm. And I've also learned, once I get off keto, how I'm going to maintain the weight versus gaining it all back and being completely unhealthy about it. Yeah. So I know I can carve out so many days during the week, and I have to do basically keto so many days. Like, you can't ever really give up on it if you want to maintain. Right.
Now, how long have you been on it?
August of 2020? Yeah, it was August of 2020 when I started.
Wow, so you've been on it a while.
Right. Now, granted, the lowest I got was I dropped.
Oh, that's good, Myrtle.
27 pounds. Now, the holidays are really hard, because everybody's like, oh, well, we're not going to accommodate to you because you're on a specific diet. We're just going to do everything, you know. So the holidays are really hard. Like, the last 2 holiday seasons, I've gained upwards of 10 pounds back every year. Yeah. And I'm currently on my way going back down. And I've got about 5 pounds to get back to where my lowest weight was. So I'm not worried about it. It'll get there. I may never hit my goal weight, but I'm learning how to eat in a way where my body is healthier for me, not for anybody else, but for me. Yeah. Yeah. And I've always told people, if you're going to do a weight loss journey, that's all fine and well, but don't do it for anybody else but yourself or your health.
And have you done, when you first started, I have a question. When you first started, did you have blood work done?
No. Of course I didn't, because then I would have had to have my hormones.
I wanted to know, like, if your blood work got better. Like
I can
when
tell
you,
you that when
man,
I
because
first
that would
started
have been,
keto, I can tell you I have high cholesterol anyway. I have high blood pressure and I have low blood sugar. Okay, so I'm hypertensive, I have hypoglycemia, and I have high cholesterol. I can tell you that my blood pressure, I can feel it actually not as bad as it used to be because I don't get nearly the amount of headaches. I don't get nearly the amount of like being able to feel my own heartbeat. Every once
uh-huh.
in a while, I'll go to like Walmart or CVS and they have the blood pressure cuffs that you can just sit down at.
Yeah.
And there's been a couple of times where I've tried them and I'm not necessarily, it's not a healthy blood pressure, but I'm not at stroke level. Um, my hypoglycemia has, if I carb out, like if Justin's home and I carb out, the next day my blood sugar drops out.
Yeah.
During the week when he's not home and I'm doing keto, um, my sugar doesn't drop out because I don't have the processed sugar in my system, um, and I'm doing substitutes instead of doing like processed sugar. I'm using stevia in my coffee, and I only do like, and this is a lot, y'all. This is a lot. I only do like 3 tablespoons in my coffee because I'm. You put sugar in front of me and it's done.
Yeah.
It's done. I drink anywhere between 60 to 80 ounces of water a day, where I used to drink over a gallon of Pepsi a day.
Ooh,
Um,
wow.
yeah. So like there's been a lot of changes.
Yeah.
Um, and I feel better. Now, they tell you when you start, don't look at your scale. I'm
Uh-huh.
obsessive about my scale. I am absolutely 100%
Yeah.
obsessive about my scale, and I'll never not be because it's there. I need to know what
Mhm.
my progression is. Do I beat myself up? Yes, but we don't talk about that. We don't do what
Now,
Cherry does.
did you do anything to prepare yourself up to the point when you actually started? Like, did you do anything beforehand to prepare yourself
Well,
for
I
keto?
did a lot of research as far as like what the foods were. I went and I looked for testimonials. I
Oh.
don't do the buy keto because those are loaded with sodium and I can't handle that much sodium because of my hypertension. I don't do the drinks. I don't do the ketones. I don't do anything like that. So basically what I'm doing is it's lazy keto, but it's a natural progression instead of doing all of the shit that's going to
Yeah,
force your
okay.
body to go into ketosis. I do the intermittent fasting, which means I eat about once a day and I have a 6-hour window because I do 18-6. So I have a 6-hour window to get the amount of carbs that I've picked out for myself and my body. And most of the time I don't even hit those. Um, but it's like at this point I'm on and I know it's not healthy, but it's semi working at this point. I limited myself to 20 carbs a day. Sometimes I go over, sometimes I don't hit it. Depending on if I have the chocolate chips in the house, because there's the Lily's makes keto friendly baking chips. They're dark chocolate,
Yeah.
white chocolate. I've got unicorn flavor. I've got all these different flavors. But if I've got a bag of almonds and those chocolate chips in the house, it's fucking game over. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna pass my carbs that day. But I was very prepared as far as like the testimonials that people had given. Like I knew what keto flu was. I knew I was going to go with going through sugar withdrawal. I knew all of this was going to happen. Does it prepare me? Yes. Was I ready for it when it happened? Fuck no. No. And I still learn something new every day about it. Like people are like, well, you don't eat bread. No, not unless it's a cheat day. So why don't you get the keto bread? Because I tried it and I don't like it.
Yeah, it's
There's
disgusting.
keto pasta. I've tried it and I don't like it. It really is. Now I don't neglect myself in the manner of if I'm having a craving, then I just ignore the craving. No. If I want peanut butter and jelly, I'm going to have a fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich, plain and simple. And
Yeah.
I'm just going to drink a shitload more water that day.
Yeah. Now,
Because
what
I'm
kind of
literally
carbs
drinking in
are you allowing yourself to have?
um,
If you
protein,
want to tell
veggies,
people.
cheese, lots of chicken. Chicken works best for me. Red meat, it keeps me uh, It keeps me level. It doesn't spike and it doesn't go down. Like if I ate nothing but chicken, I would drop a shitload of weight during the week. Now, if I eat red meat during the week, I stay pretty steady.
Yeah.
So like yesterday, I didn't really do any veggies. I think I had 4 little peppers, and then I had a string cheese, and then I had a fucking pound of meatloaf by myself. But that was all I ate. And then today, like, I'll probably make the keto popcorn chicken because I can take pork rinds. I had to remember what they're called.
Oh yeah, pork rinds. Yeah.
And an egg wash and roll the chicken in it and then put it in the air fryer. And it's basically like popcorn chicken. It's just basically I had to teach myself what substitutes to use for the carb foods that I typically eat. And another thing that I had to research into was good carbs versus bad carbs, because there are good carbs and bad carbs.
Yeah,
and a lot of people don't realize that.
Right.
Hold on, Myrtle's over here. I'm going through phases where I want and I don't want chocolate. When I last weighed, it was by cutting back on carbs, but not totally. And you don't have to totally cut them out. Do what works for you.
Yeah.
Writing down the food you eat will help, because then you can research that food and see what it's doing to you or for you. Yeah. When I got denied for the gastric bypass, I got depressed again, but I'm starting to get out of it. Puppy! Well, and that's the thing, is you have to do what works for you, honestly. Yeah. Plain and simple. Yeah. Do what works for you, because otherwise it's not going to work, and you're going to get, you're going to be disheartened. No cookie! Listen, sir, if I want a fucking cookie, I'm eating a fucking cookie. And the thing is like people think that there's no sweets on keto. Oh, there are. You just have to get used to the taste of like stevia.
Yeah, stevia. I actually, when I was doing the low carb, when I would have stevia, it would actually spike my blood sugar. And I don't know.
In the beginning, I think it did, but my body got used to it. Like, I have 1 cup of coffee a day. That's it. Oh. Okay. So in doing that,
what are you doing?
It would give me the caffeine that my body needs, so I don't have caffeine withdrawals. But the stevia was replacing the sugar, and it was getting used to the taste of it.
Yeah.
Because there's other ways to do keto coffee. Like you can do heavy whipping cream or half and half. And then I can't remember, butter, I think it is. And I wasn't about that life. I'm like, look, my cholesterol's already high enough and I already eat enough bacon. We're just not going to, we're going to do it my way. So I use sugar-free creamer, sugar-free powdered creamer, and then I use stevia in my coffee. Uh-huh. And Justin was funny. Like he tried my coffee last week when I was on the truck with him.
Thanks, Myrtle.
And he needed something to drink, and he was like, can I have a drink of your coffee? I was like, first off, you're gonna fucking hate it, but go ahead. And he legit took a drink of it, and he was like, you like that? I was like, look, I suffer through it to get the caffeine because I can't stand the taste of real coffee. Like just black coffee, I can't do it. I can't do coffee that just has creamer in it. It's gotta be both or nothing at all.
Right.
But I mean, it gets to a point when you're on the diet. People are calling it a lifestyle change. I still refer to it as a diet, but like you start making up your own recipes because you get the grasp of it and you know what you can substitute with.
Yeah. I was never on it long enough to do that.
Well, and a lot of people aren't. They're just like, oh, well, I'm going to do it for a little bit to lose 5 or 10 pounds, and then they're off. And that's cool if that's what they want to do.
It gave me heart palpitations, and I got scared.
No, and that's understandable. By all means, if you're going to start a new regimen or you're going to do anything that's going to affect your health in any way, shape, or form, you do need to speak to your physician first. Now, I don't have a physician because I don't have insurance. So I'm that person who's like, well, fuck it, I'll be the test dummy. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. if I was to go get my hormones checked and get my hormone levels corrected, I'm sure that I would be able to drop a lot more weight, but I'm comfortable with what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to keep doing that because it works for me.
Yeah.
Don't do what I do, kids. I'm promising you.
Read the description.
However, I did find something out. I have been craving a 7-Up for, God, almost a fucking month. And every time I would go to town, I would forget about it for some reason. So I finally got the chance to go get a 7-Up. And oh my God, there are 64 carbs in a freaking 20-ounce bottle of 7-Up.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's all sugar. It's all sugar. It's 63 grams of sugar per bottle. And I was like,
wow.
But was I happy after that? Oh my God, yes. Do I want another one for a while? Oh my God, no. Coffee is an acquired taste. Hubby says it's an acquired taste. I've tried 20 plus different ways and never acquired it. I'll make coffee for Vixie and I will not drink it. Justin can either drink his with French vanilla creamer or black, and I'm like, no, that's gross. Give me my shit to put in it.
I like it with creamer. It tastes good, and I like it with sugar. But I can drink it just with creamer.
I can't.
It's not
sweet enough for me.
I cannot drink it black. Unless I have a cookie.
Unless I have a cookie.
Or a donut.
Before I was on keto, I used to do hot chocolate in my coffee for creamer during the winter.
Oh, that sounds good.
I thought about experimenting with going, because you can't have semi-sweet or milk chocolate while you're on keto. I thought about going and getting dark chocolate chips and putting it and melting it in my coffee and seeing how that worked out, but I haven't quite actually used my brain to do so.
Oh. Dark chocolate's pretty bitter, though.
It is.
So
that's why
I don't know if that would really help you much.
I don't either, but
well, maybe. I don't know. You could always try it and let us know.
I think I might. And if I hate it, well, then I'll just make another cup of coffee. No big deal, right?
Right.
You got a donut on Animal Crossing today.
Oh,
dude, here's the fun thing about the smell of coffee, and people are going to laugh. I call it the redneck laxative because I don't even have to drink the coffee before my body's like, it's time to poop,
bitch! I used to make these shakes. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No,
go ahead. I thought you were finished. I used to make these shakes, these protein shakes with collagen. Like, that was my big thing when I was on low carb. Like, I'd have collagen shakes, and I'd put chocolate and almond milk, and man, those were good. And that's what I would put the stevia in. So
that was the biggest hurdle for me to get over, was the taste of stevia, like legitimately, because I can't have a lot of aspartame, and stevia borderlines on that. Like, I get real phlegmy when I drink it. It's probably because of the creamer, but who the fuck knows? Who the fuck cares?
No, it does have an aftertaste. It has a strange aftertaste.
It does.
It's like
it really is. There is a very distinct aftertaste on it. But I've gotten used to it to the point where, like, processed sugar, it's almost too sweet for me. And like I said, I'm that girl that you just put anything sweet in front of me and it's getting devoured. I've gotten to the point where I don't even drink the same amount of Pepsi that I used to anymore. Just because, like, not only is the carbonation getting to the point where it's too violent in my face for me. Like, I just find carbonation violent.
Oh. So you don't like carbonated water?
Oh, God, no. Oh God, no.
Really? I love carbonated water.
I can't do it. The pops
Flavored water. Oh, you have
I can do
mouth
flavored
problems.
water. Yeah, I have it's a
Carbonated.
sensitivity issue.
Is it carbonated flavored water or is it just flavored water?
If I'm gonna be, I can drink flavored water, no problem. I can't drink carbonated flavored water. I can't do seltzers, and sodas getting to the point where I can't handle that either.
Wow.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
I
I
don't
don't
drink
know what it
soda.
is.
I don't like soda. Soda's like, but I
I'm
like
getting to the
carbonated
point
water.
where I don't like dark sodas anymore, which is very strange because my entire life I've drank Pepsi my whole life. And I'm even to the point with the Pepsi where I'm like, I don't want this. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Which is hyper fucking strange for me.
I never thought I'd say something like that. That I
I've
didn't like
never
soda.
done the protein shakes.
Oh.
But the thing is the way that I'm doing keto, the way that I'm intermittent fasting is I only have 6 hours a day to eat. So I don't eat the first thing in the morning, like, or whenever I get up. Like, that's just, I don't. I wait 18 hours after the last time that I put food in my face, and that's when I eat, and I have 6 hours to do so. And then I move on about my day.
Mm-hmm.
So like I snack, but it's usually like veggies or it's string cheese or it's almonds, or something along those lines.
Yeah. Do you like cucumbers and carrots?
Love
Do you
them.
eat carrots?
Yes. I have to watch how many carrots because the amount of natural sugar that carrots have.
Yeah, yeah.
But baby
That was
carrots are my
one
jam.
thing. That was one thing that I was really careful when I was on keto because they have sugar.
Right. Well, and cauliflower is a big substitute for so much in keto. But the thing
Yeah,
is what a lot of people don't realize is broccoli and cauliflower actually do have a higher count for carbs, and you have to
yeah,
watch your
they
intake
do.
on that, or else you're just over carbing.
Yep. Yeah.
I would have a shake in the morning and then have a snack, then supper before. And you're supposed to eat 3 times a day, or however many times a day but I don't. I do other stuff.
Yeah.
And my ass needs. I have a freaking exercise bike. Do you think I use a motherfucker? No. Paid almost $200 for it, and it sits in my back room. When it's
Wow.
warm outside, I will go for a walk, and I usually do. I can walk from
Wow.
my house to the end of the block, which is literally like not even a tenth of a mile, up to the next block and down all the way to the other end of town, and then back to the house, and it's like 2.2 miles.
Wow.
Now during the summer, I'll
I
actually
can't
do
do that.
that, and then I'll go and I'll do that walk, but about 3/4 of the way through that one, I'll take a right-hand turn and go to the other side of town and do an extra mile. So during the summer, I'm doing anywhere between 2.2 to about 5.5. And at one point, I was actually going to start
Wow.
pushing myself to do 7 miles a day, just walking.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
And I dropped a
cool.
lot of weight quick doing that. But then I got lazy as fuck. So,
Oh, yeah, it's sometimes hard to get protein if you're,
yeah.
yeah,
Peanuts,
it can
peanuts
be.
have a higher count. Peanut butter, if I'm going to have peanut, I actually need to buy another jar, but I have regular peanut butter, processed peanut butter in the house. I need to get some natural peanut butter. There's not much of a difference. I just got to fucking put a knife in it and just jab it until the oil sinks down and mix it up a little bit. Not a big deal, right? I'm a
Mhm.
lazy bitch. Okay. I'm not doing it, but I need to. So one of these days I will when I get annoyed enough of myself. Um, but I even found sugar-free ketchup that I can use on keto.
Ooh, what's the brand name of it? Or aren't we saying?
I will. No, I'll go get it real quick. Hold on. It's just in the fridge, which is literally through a door right there.
Oh, not having new teeth. Are you gonna get teeth sometime, Myrtle? Or
It's called Primal Ketchup Organic Unsweetened.
Oh.
Now, there are 2 grams of carbs in it, and 1 gram is sugar, but if you drink enough water, your body processes that. But it looks like this. And I got it at Walmart.
Oh.
And I'm not mad at it.
Okay.
But if I know that I'm going to have a day where I'm going to have more protein than I am carbs, like I'll use just to even the carbs out, even though there's sugar in it and it's processed sugar. I'll do like I'll top my protein off with something that has like a real low sugar count and a real low carb count, like that, or I'll make my own Italian dressing.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of depends. Like I said, I'm not doing full-on wholehearted keto because I've experienced keto flu and I don't ever want to do that again.
Yeah, that was a
bitch.
Yeah, that's painful.
And it is, and everybody's like, oh, it lasts a week. No, motherfucker. My keto flu lasted like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And that was when I was doing straight keto and nothing else. Like no cheat days, no nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta have cheat days. Yep.
Like I said, I'm not going to deny myself something because because it's not on the diet, but I'm going to be a good kid for most of the time. And you'll hear me wholeheartedly admit, oh, I was not a good kid today.
Yeah, hey, that's okay. You know, whatever works for you.
Right. And that's my big thing is that's what I've told everybody is do what's going to work for you. Talk to your physician first if you have one.
Yeah, definitely.
Do your research.
And then do what works for you.
Well, and I did a little bit of research into keto to see when it was actually brought around. And it was actually made in the 50s. Okay.
Wow.
But it really was. And then my trucker's doctor, he's looking for a new one, by the way, told him to do the Mediterranean diet because he wanted to lose weight. Well, the Mediterranean diet was developed in the late 60s, and it's basically a seafood diet. I don't like seafood. You ain't bringing that shit in my house. I don't need my house to smell like fish all fucking day for 3 days. Not happening. So I told him, if that's what you want to do, you can cook that shit on your truck. He said, well, I don't want my truck to smell like fish. I said, you want my house to smell like fish? Fuck off with that. Like when he cooks shrimp in the house, you'll see me running around with a mask and I'm just like trying really hard not to gag. That's how bad it is.
Wow. Huh. I love shrimp.
I can't do it.
Wow.
I used to be able to eat shrimp, and then then somebody told me, and I actually researched it, that they were basically the cockroaches of the ocean, and nobody knows how to fucking devein those bastards correctly. If it's not deveined correctly,
right,
I'm not eating shit. That's what's in those veins is shit, guys. I'm not eating it.
I know.
Here, let me show you guys what the look ended up being.
So good.
Stars are shit, but whatever.
Covers half of each. Oh, hey. That was
and then I will show you the reference picture. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, this was done probably by an actual makeup artist, but this is the picture.
Yeah.
And I still have to put mascara on the bottom, and I probably won't do it because, well, fuck around. I don't feel like doing it today.
Are you going to take a picture and put it in Discord?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. But, I mean, my thing is everybody wants to preach about you need to do keto for this and do that. And the thing is just do whatever you need to do for yourself. If you don't want to do a diet and you're perfectly happy with the way you are, then don't change it. If you're not happy with something, change it. Mm-hmm. Bad relationship, don't like it, get out of it.
True. If you need help, there is help out there.
Absolutely. I have literally walked away from relationships with only the clothes that I was wearing on my back.
And if you need help from one of us, just ask.
Let us know and we'll do what we can. That's a total of $1,000. Here's the thing. That's actually, it sounds like a lot of money. But if it's what you think you need to do, then you need to do what you got to do for you. Like when my mom's second husband went and had all of his yanked and then had permanents put in, they took his ass to Mexico.
Wow.
And they charged him $1,400 to do the pulls, to do the molds, and do everything. And then they ended up, and mind you, this is 20 years ago now. I don't know how much they run now. But he got a check back for half of what he paid because he went to Mexico.
Wow.
And had his dental work done.
My insurance covers those implant things.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't, like, my teeth are fine. I'm like, they want to do that to my molars in the back, and I'm like, no, thank you. I have enough teeth. I don't need any more. I don't need any fake
don't
teeth
get me wrong.
out there.
I have cavities that I've had for almost 2 decades, but they're pinholes and they've never gotten any bigger. And there's 2 of them in my face, and that's it. And in the entirety of my 42 years, I've had 2 cavities. I've had 1 root canal, and I had that done when I was 25. So like I've been pretty lucky when it comes to my genetics with not having to have things pulled. Now the wisdom teeth are a whole other story, but that's a story for another time. What the fuck did I just drop?
I don't know. Maybe a brush.
It was another palette. I've got like a little collection on my floor in this corner where things fall off, and I haven't cleaned it up yet. Not gonna. Don't feel like it. So I just reach down every so often. I'm like, oh, what's down here? Anyway, guys, we have hit our hour mark. Vixie just sent a message, so I will see if we are going to be up for Homespun Magic tonight. I'm down to do it. I'm not going to do the crochet along. I'm probably just going to work on something that I've already been working on, because my great-nephew is making his appearance sometime between March and April, and I've made a customized blanket for him that was supposed to be a baby blanket, but because I used a bigger hook, the size went from a baby blanket to a crib blanket. Yeah. I'm famous for that. I'm like, oh, you want a blanket? You want a baby blanket? Here, have a crib.
Oh.
I don't like using small hooks. They hurt. Anyway, I do know that she was saying that she's not going to be able to do Don't Starve together. If you guys want to get on Discord and play Don't Starve together, you guys are more than welcome to. I actually have a house to get ready for my trucker to get home. I pulled out all of my patterns last night and had to order more binders so I can start the 2022 binder, and I'll talk about that later tonight on Homespun Magic. So we will see you guys here back in about an hour.
Alrighty.
Kelly, bye!
Bye.
Which one is it? Oh, we're gonna use
I don't know.